If you think Oscar's a grouch, just wait until you meet his house. Here's your look at the brand new Super 7, the weirdest Trashquatch, ghastly, nasty, garbage ghoul. In the dead of night, a mysterious monster hobbles through dark alleys, gathering garbage and reclaiming rubbish. Unlucky late-night litterbugs who encounter the Trashquatch may find themselves thrown away forever. Make sure you take out your trash before this guy takes out you. Before we get a closer look at the weirdest reaction figure of Trashquatch, I'd like to first thank the folks over at Super7 that did provide the sample we could have a look at. If you guys are interested to get this one, as well as the rest of the weirdest reaction collection, they're available over on Super7's website. I'll provide the link down below. And as of right now, there is a sale where you can buy 3 and get 1 free of reaction figures over on their site. With that being said, let's grab the tape measure to see how tall the figure stands. Trashquatch, with his size being small, the figure's about 3 inches in height, or he's going to be about, I would say, 7.5 centimeters tall. Do bear with me as I bring back the camera for a second. I did want to bring in the packaging that comes included with Trashquatch, because it's just as cool as the figure that sits inside of its plastic prison. Now, speaking of plastic prisons, I've already taken the liberty of actually cutting the top of it, enough that I could actually take the figure out, and if I decide down the road I want to put the figure back in the packaging, at the very least, I'm going to hold on to the card right now because I don't want to get rid of it. Not only do I like the artwork featured on the front of the pack, but on the back of it as well, it shows you as well the other characters making up the weirdest reaction line. Some of which, because of Super 7 providing these, we're going to be looking at in upcoming reviews. The one that has me the most interested, though, is Zombie. Zombie. Looks like Mayor McCheese has been bitten a bad way. That's a cool looking figure, though. Definitely would like to look at that in an upcoming video. And then also down below, advertised is the worst figures, some of which we've already had the chance to look at here on this channel, like Bachelor, for example, and Captain Deadstar, ring a few. And I've already had a look at, like I said, a couple of those. If you guys want to go backtrack after this review, Jack, you can definitely check out those videos also as well. Let's move that to the side. The figure has, unfortunately, no accessories to come include with him. He does technically have a gripping hand, so I suppose they could have come include with an accessory like a beer bottle or something. Even a smashed beer bottle, I think, would work well for a character based on the read-up that goes along with him. Picking up, though, Trashquatch and getting a closer look at him. Because he is a reaction figure, he's going to be limited by articulation only in the shoulders, the lower legs, a rotation in the waist, and he has, what I was surprised to see, a rotation in his trash can lid, which does make up his face. I do like the way they've lifted the lid like this to show you his front fangs. I would imagine if you guys found this guy in a dark alleyway and he realized you threw away trash without throwing it first in the garbage can, I'm sure you'd be seeing this guy a lot closer than I'm showing you guys right now. Touches of detail I really do like is the fact that they did put glasses on the top of the lid. I can't imagine if he's moving around fast, if the glasses are going to stay on his head. It would be funny if he was chasing you down a dark alleyway and he was running so fast that the glasses fell off his face. Would he still have the means to see you? Those are questions I'm sure there's no answers to. One thing I also really like is the fact that he does have these kind of furry, large caterpillar eyebrows on the tops of his rims. Slitted little eyes, enough to certainly see in the dark. I was also really surprised again to see the fact that this figure does have swivel in his trash can lid, or I guess his head, because I was really just expecting it to be in every other place that reaction figures tend to have. The plastic itself is molded really well. Things that I really like about the figure involves me lifting up his armpits to show you as well that he does have a dented can. Now, I can't imagine whether this is an actual creature or if it's someone's living inside the can like Oscar the Grouch is. Because based on this, I would imagine like his arms are sticking out from the can as well as his lower legs. I know we're kind of looking too far into this than just simply enjoying the figure, but is this the creature itself or is he living inside the can? Again, questions we're not going to get answers for. I do like the idea that they've actually smashed into the can. They've added these little dents and wear and tear to the can itself. So it looks like this guy's been through some serious damage. Of course, his arms sticking out are very furry. It looks like he's made of a Muppet, for example, but he does have, again, like swivels in his wrists for swivels in his shoulders. He does have only one gripping hand, but again, he doesn't come included with any accessories. I still think a smashed beer bottle would have been fun touch to include inside of his hand. Like he's literally just chasing you down an alley with a broken bottle in his hand. Of course, on the other hand is a closed fist, but it does have, again, just straight swivels in the shoulders. But was surprised to see as well as not only did he have the legs to move back and forth like this, but he did also rotate at the waist. And while it could be a place that they could have not finished the figure, it was nice to see, a surprise to see, that they actually did sculpt part of his body sticking out the bottom, leading more me to believe that this is actually a creature living inside the can. But again, maybe if that's the case, he doesn't necessarily need the glasses on top of his head. It's more just for show than anything else. Maybe he's actually looking inside from the can lid. And I think it would have been a nice touch to add tiny little dotted eyes, although it would take a little away from the appeal, the funness that is Trashquatch. Yeah, fun-looking figure overall. We are going to, of course, be looking at a bunch of these in upcoming reviews, and if guys are interested, get this one for yourself. It is available as of right now, over on Super7's website for either $20 a piece, or you can get the lot of 3 for $60. And as of right now, already mentioned, there is a sale on their site where if you get 3 reaction figures, you can get 1 free reaction figure from the selection that they have on their site. With all the stuff that Super7 keep putting out, you know, it's really easy to go down a rabbit hole and collect anything and everything that the company is making, and somewhere you have to draw the line. So I haven't been as much collecting the reaction figures and have been more heavily collecting the Ultimates figures, as you've certainly seen with the reviews that I've looked at here on this channel. Silverhawks, Thundercats, Simpsons, G.I. Joe, Ren and Stimpy, to name a few. The reaction figures I haven't collected as much, but I have selected the ones I'm the most interested in. There are a few, of course, that I've seen in stores, but again, if you're not too careful, it's so easy to go down the rabbit hole. This is a line of reaction figures, for example. I could see myself really easily going down the rabbit hole, taking not only references to pulp culture characters, like, for example, Oscar the Grouch, and running it in a very obscure direction. We're talking about zombie. I still chuckle when I think of zombie. He's got a hamburger head and he's a zombie. Anyways, because of the folks over at Super7 for providing these, at least, we get the chance now to have a look at the Wave 1 of weirdest reaction figures. And I'm sure I'm not going to be stopping with just Wave 1. With a cool list of characters that they have available for the weirdest line, I could definitely see myself going down another rabbit hole and getting more into collecting the reaction figures, at least of the weirdest line. When it comes to Trashquatch, Trashquatch is part Sasquatch, part trash can. Of course, that's where his namesake comes from. But I like the idea that they took a character that would look like he could have existed in the world of Sesame Street and taking it to more demented directions. The colors of this guy are very vibrant. Of course, most of the plastic, I don't think has a lot of paint to it, but I like the bright colors that they chose for his hairy arms, his hairy legs, and the trash can's got a nice dark gray color scheme to it. The nice touches of detail, for example, are by having the little fangs inside the trash can lid. I love that. And the glasses that he has on the top of the lid. Still, I'd like to see what this creature would look like inside the can. Or again, maybe the can itself is the creature. He just happens to have furry arms and furry legs. But what do you guys think of Trashquatch? Could you see yourselves collecting this new lineup of reaction figures? What do you guys think of them? Let me know down below in the comments section. Also, again, as well, I'd like to thank the folks over at Super7 that did provide this sample of the brand new weirdest reaction Trashquatch. We can have a look at this review. For those interested and would like to get either this guy or the entire first wave, the set of 3 of first wave, they are available as of right now over on Super7's website. And as already mentioned in this review, as of right now, you can get yourself 3 reaction figures and pick out one for yourself for free, as it's available as of right now over on their site. I'm sure the longevity of that sale isn't going to happen forever. So if you guys are interested, jump on board over to their website and see if there's anything that you'd like to pick up in the reaction lineup. Have you guys been collecting any reaction figures from Super7? If you have, which ones have been the most interesting for you? Which one are the ones you could really see yourself getting a lot more? It's the G.I. Joe and the Ninja Turtles. I think those are the 2 I could really see myself very easily. And of course the horror stuff that they're doing also as well. But I could see myself very easily going down that rabbit hole. And I know ultimately it's going to be happening now with the weirdest stuff. But if you guys enjoyed this video, want to hit with a like. If you guys are loving the content you guys are seeing and certainly on board to see the rest of the Wave 1 of weirdest figures, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notification. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.